Mr. Beans, yeah, I need to regenerate. I'm about to go off like I'm the Avatar state, and I can say
yeah, I'm talking about ships again, but this video really was inevitable. With all the comments I've seen on my videos and all the debates online where people use my name as a source for their arguments, which usually are arguments I've never said, I knew at some point I had to make this video. So today, after seeing a stream of comments and of course me replying with the truth, which is so hard for people to hear, I finally decided, you know what? Let's just make the video. However, I do want to clarify I don't have any side in any shipping war. I just am here to state the truth. I think if you think any two characters look good together, that's fine. Although if you do have some type of weird age gap with your ship, then yeah, that is an issue with me. But other than that, I tend to not really care as long as it's not forced down my freaking throat. But what exactly is the topic of this video when it comes to ships? Well, it's about what ships are canon and which ships are not canon. I constantly see debates between people when it comes to ships, and usually there's always someone who calls certain ships canon and tells the other to stop shipping the non-canon ships, and I'm going to explain to you why that's completely stupid. Oh man, did I just say the S word? Okay, I would like to bring up the most common ships that I see people argue that are canon, and then I'll explain if that's true or not. Firstly, Todoroki and Yaoyorozu, aka Todo Momo. Now, there are different levels of feelings I get when it comes to certain ships when I hear about them, and I would not say the people who say this is canon frustrate me or annoy me the most, because that isn't true. Well, get into one that does in a moment, but people who say this is canon do give me quite the headache. Todoroki and Momo were assigned as partners for their hero exam against Aizawa. The whole time Todoroki seems prepared and Momo feels bad because she isn't as good as him, and eventually tells him that she respects that he's gotten so far even though they both got into the school the same way. A person saying that is completely different than them saying, hey, you know what, I'm in love with you. They show no romantic relationship at all, and in the last OVA, Momo remembers their teamwork and tells Todoroki and also Tokoyami, and Todoroki responds just by saying, yeah, in the most whatever way possible. So is this ship canon? No, it's not. Momo has spent more time with Ida at this point than any other guy, and no, that's not canon either as far as we know. But there have been several female characters who have stated they find Todoroki attractive, such as Invisible Girl and Cammy, but I mean, none of them are actually in a canon relationship with him. Kirimina, every time someone says that they want Kirishima with Bakugo, people usually go, hey, he's with Mina. Well, is that true? Well, Kirishima and Mina went to the same middle school together, but in middle school they weren't even friends and didn't talk to each other. Kirishima did see her as good at being a hero and was discouraged of how he was not on that level, but he also saw a video of Deku running to Bakugo and thought the exact same thing about Deku. Although he does end up telling Mina he will be a good hero too, and changed his attitude, and they became friends in high school. Nowhere does Kirishima show any interest at all to be with her romantically, and she just acts nice to him like any nice person would. Nothing romantic from her side either. So is this ship canon? No, it's not canon. Although it's pretty freaking obvious that Kirishima cares the most about Bakugo than any other character in his class, and I have to say Kiri-Baku shippers have a more convincing argument than Kirimina shippers. They just do. Bakugo and Kirishima are each other's closest friends, and they care about each other, and have shown that throughout the series. But as a guy myself, I have other male friends very close to me that I love and care about, and I love to hang out with them. That's just called having good friends. Guys can have brotherly bonds with other guys. Although, can the creator say that this ship is canon at some point and reveal they are gay? Sure, but as of right now, that is not canon. And we're gonna go over one more specific ship, although after that, we're gonna speak generally about the ships. So before I get into the most important part of the video, I just needed to go over these specific ships because they are the most common said as canon. As of right now, there are canon ships, but it's not what you expect me to say. Okay, last specific one, Deku and Uraka. This is the most common ship that is said to be canon. Not the one with the most fans or popularity, but the biggest one said to be canon. Is it? So many of you are already saying yes, but no, it's not. Uraka likes Deku, that's specifically said by her in the story. Deku, however, has never once implied or said that he wants to be with Uraka in that way. He so far has acted with her similarly to the same situations with other girls. When a girl gets too close, he usually gets red or makes some comment or funny reaction. He does this because for his entire life, girls never tried talking to him or even tried being his friend. That's why when he meets Uraka, he says, "Holy cow, I just talked to a girl." And many people point to the last OVA where they bump into each other. Firstly, she smiles because obviously she likes him, but he just makes a face of awkwardness because in his mind, he's like, "Oh man, that was awkward." That's not a look that says, "Oh man, I want to be with her." And can the author of My Hero Academia go in that direction where he officially says, yeah, Deku wants to be with her romantically, and then therefore, make this whole thing canon? Yeah, he can do that, but has he done that? No. And even in that last special OVA, the one who shows the most time with him is Todoroki. But no, their ship isn't canon either, but I just find it funny because Todoroki spends more time saving Deku and being around Deku and all that, and I'm pretty sure that made all the Uraka Deku fans pretty freaking angry. Now, what ships are canon? Well, first off, the parents you see that are together are canon because we see them together, such as Bakugo's parents or anyone else's parents. Secondly, are any gay ships canon? There's this thing going around that people claim that the creator of My Hero Academia said every character is straight. That is total and complete BS. He never said that. There is no evidence, proof, or record of him ever saying that. It's a lie. If you ever hear somebody say that, just know it's a lie. But at this time, none of the students are in any relationship such as that. So there's your answer to what is canon and what is not. And also, I know a lot of people usually in the comments like to throw around the word death threats and talk about ships when it comes to death threats. Please make sure you actually know what you're talking about when it comes to ships and death threats. There's a video completely explaining that entire situation, which I guarantee you most people who throw around the word death threats have no idea what they're talking about when it comes to ships, so make sure you check out that video. I hope this at least helps educate some of you who thought the opposite of the facts, but I want to thank you guys for watching today's video, and I would appreciate it if you hit the like before you go. My name's Konjik, and I'll talk to you in the next video.
And I can say that I'm great, yeah, I can say that I'm perfect. I ain't the one that was out here saving lives, I was purchased. Now we about to take you out if you try to act toxic. I'ma send you straight up to my main man, Konjik.